Hello students, how are you all? I hope that you all are fine, fit, healthy at your home. I am Gayatri here, your science teacher. Welcome you all again to the Science Online videos. So students, before starting our today's session, let us discuss upon some thought. So what is the thought for the day? The thought is, great things never come from comfort zone. I repeat my thought, great things never come from comfort zone. So students, if you want to be succeeded in your life, or if you want to get success in your life, then for this we need to move out from our comfort zone. Then great things will come automatically to us. So let's start our today's session with this thought. So are you all ready to take today's class, yes students? Yes, all are ready. So now let's start. First I am going to tell you that which topics we are going to cover in today's class. Okay, so now move to the board. First, we are going to discuss upon applications of radiant heat. Students, as you have seen in our previous video that we have discussed upon the topic, that is, yes, who is going to tell me this topic, that what we have discussed in previous class? Okay, so Ayushi will tell us. Yes, Ayushi? Yes, very good. We have discussed upon radiant heat. We have discussed on radiant heat or thermal radiation. Very good. So students, what we are going to do? We have already covered what is radiant heat and all. So we are going to learn about the applications in today's class. Okay. So first topic we are going to cover, that is application of radiant heat. Second, oral questions. Okay. You know that we have some oral questions in our book. So we are going to discuss upon it. Third is keywords. Keywords already it is given in your book. So students, today we are going to take keywords one by one and try to learn in our class. Yes or no? Yes, I think this will be very impressive if we are going to learn in class. Yes, students. So let us start with first which topic? Yes, Yash will tell us that which topic we are going to do. Yes, Yash, speak. Okay. He is saying that we are going to do applications of radiant heat. That's very good. So my all students are very brilliant that they know that what we are going to discuss today. So let us start, students. So students, as you can see that I have written two statements, okay. So first of all, which topic? Applications of radiant heat. Under this heading you are going to learn many applications. First we will talk about first application, that is we wear light colored clothes during summer season. Students, you all have seen and you all already know this, that we usually wear light colored clothes during summer season. So what is the reason behind it? Second, tea or coffee stays hot for longer time in shiny pot than blackened pot. Suppose if you are carrying tea or coffee in a shiny pot than black pot, then what are the reasons? So students, we are going to deal such statements in today's session. So first I am going to just read from your book, then we will understand. So students, take out your science book, everyone. Yes, just take out fast. Now as I can see that all have opened their books. So students, just take out page number A46. Page number is A46. So take out this page fast. Okay. Now we will read this application from book, and what you have to do, you have to underline the statement. So first statement, it is more comfortable to wear white or light colored clothes in hot summer than black clothes. Students, here it is asking that if we are during summer season we are wearing light colored clothes. So what is its reason? So underline this line. This is because they absorb less radiant heat energy, because they are absorbing heat, less heat. You have to underline this. Second statement, tea or coffee stays hot for a longer time in a shiny pot than in blackened pot. So students, as we know that we have learned in previous class that shiny bodies are good absorbers, right? If you remember that, the shiny body is going to, they are poor absorbers as well as poor radiators of heat. We have done one activity, right? In this we have proved that black bodies are good absorbers and good radiators, and shiny bodies are poor absorber and poor radiator. But in this case, why the shining pot is having tea or coffee hot? Because shining pot is a poor radiator of radiant heat energy, because it is a poor radiator. Okay students, so underline this line also. Third, the building painted white or with light color stay cooler in summer. Okay, we are going to discuss upon these 3 points. First we will see on board. So third statement is the building painted white or light color stays cooler in summer. Students, we have all seen that when we are just painting our rooms, our building with light color, then it will make the room or building cool. So what is the reason? We are going to learn this also. Next, the radiators of automobile engines are painted black. You all have seen that automobiles engines are painted in black color. Next point, the underside of cooking vessel is made black. You have seen that when your mother cooks the food, prepares the food in the pan. You have seen that the underside of the cooking vessel is painted black. So we are going to explore all these, that what are the reasons behind every statement. So are you all ready? Yes, to understand? Okay students, we again read from the book so that it will be more clear to you and you can underline also. Third point, the building painted white or with light colors stay cooler in summer as, very important students, take pencil in your hand, underline it. White or light color reflect most of radiant heat energy which is coming from the sun. Is that clear? The radiations, heat radiations coming from the sun, the light color is just reflecting it. Fourth point, the radiator of automobile engines are painted black because black surfaces are called good radiators of radiant heat. Very good. Dipanjali, you have given very correct answer. She said that good radiators. Okay, so black surfaces are known as good radiators of radiant heat. Okay students, next, very important, the vessel. The underside of cooking vessel is made black, right? But sides are made shiny. So what is the reason? The black underside absorb radiant heat. Students, what you have to understand, the black underside is going to absorb the heat and it rapidly from the fire. Okay, means once you are just putting the vessel over the flame, it is going to absorb. Okay, the heat is absorbed by the black color. The shiny sides do not radiate heat quickly. You always touch the, when you are going to touch the vessel from bottom, you feel it very hot, but when you touch side, you don't feel too much hot. So it does not radiate heat quickly. The heat gets trapped within the vessel which gets hot rapidly. Students, here what we have to understand, once you are putting the pan or vessel over the flame, the black color is absorbing heat and this heat gets entrapped within the vessel. This makes the vessel too much hot. Okay students, so will you able to answer all these questions? Yes? Okay, so I think that according to me, I hope that all the applications of radiant heat is clear to you. Okay, now students, you can see oral questions are given in your book. Let me show you. Students, you can see on page A46, after application of radiant heat, there are some oral questions given in the book. And these questions you are going to do in your science practice copy. Okay, so we are going to discuss one by one each questions. Students, as I have shown you the oral questions in your book that is given on page number A46. Okay, so I am going to read questions from the book and answers are written on the board. So be very attentive everyone. First question, by which mode of transmission of heat air in the room gets warm? Who is going to give me the answer of this question? Diksha will tell us. Yes Diksha, tell me. Okay, your answer is very correct Diksha. So its answer is convection. Its answer is convection. You have to write down convection is the mode of transmission of heat, comma, air in the room gets warm. Okay. Second question. What name is given to the heat energy received from the sun? Students, as its name suggests, the heat energy which we are receiving from sun. So its answer will be, yes, who will tell me this answer? Okay, who will tell me? Akshat wants to give the answer. Okay, tell me. Thermal radiation. Okay, Akshat, your answer is okay, thermal radiation, or you want to say another name, that is solar radiation. Why? Because the radiation is coming from the sun. So sun से जो चीज आती है हम क्या कहते हैं? Solar. And radiation is coming, that's why its answer will be solar radiation. So everyone will write this answer, that is solar radiation. Okay students. Third question. Why does a wooden spoon not get hot when used in stirring hot liquids? You have seen that when you are taking hot liquids in cups or glasses and you are trying to mix with the wooden spoon, then what happens students? Why it doesn't get hot? So I know that its answer is, it's very complicated to understand, but we have to understand this because the heating temperature of wood is high. The students' reason is the heating temperature of the wooden spoon is high as compared to temperature of liquid. जो wooden spoon की जो temperature, जो उसका temperature वो highly अगर हम compare करते हैं किससे? Liquid से. So it will be the answer. First you will write from the question. A wooden spoon not get hot when used in stirring hot liquids because the heating temperature of wood is high as compared to temperature of liquid. So done? Yes? Okay. So all three questions we have done. Now we are left with 3 questions. Okay students, so let us start fourth question. Fourth question is, when does land breeze blow and why? Students, this question is asking that land breeze when it blows, so its answer will be, write down fast. It blows from land towards sea at night in coastal region. You must remember that it always occurs in coastal region and in night time. So its answer will be, it blows from land towards sea at night in coastal region. Okay students. Now fifth question. Why do we wear white or light colored clothes in summer? So it is very easy. First you will write from question. We wear white or light colored clothes in summer because they are poor conductors of heat, because they are poor conductors of heat as they reflect most of heat as energy falling them. As they reflect most of heat as energy falling them. Yes, the students, done? All 5 questions you have done in your science practice copy. Okay. As I can see that many of the students are writing. That's nice. Now we are left with 1 question. Student, now 6th question. Why do animals in cold countries have thick fur? We have seen that most of the animals have thick furs on their body. So what is the reason? Thick fur allows animals living in cold regions to keep body warm. Means this fur acts as an insulator for animals. Earlier I told you that the furs are also acting as insulators, means they just protect their body from cold and provide them warm body condition. So thick fur allows animals living in cold region to keep body warm. So this will be the answer of question number 6. Done? Yes? Okay students, so this completes all your oral questions. Now we are going to do keywords. Students, but for the keywords what I have thought that I am going to write only the main terms of keywords and rest of the sentences we are going to read from the book. So it will be very easy for us to understand. Okay students? So students, now we are going to learn about keywords. You have seen that in my every video that I have written keyword separately on the board. But this time I have written all the keywords together because after reading these keywords we are going to learn from the book. Why I am reading from the book? Because I am going to tell you that this definition is very important. You have to underline it. Okay students? So first we are going to do Celsius scale. So let us read from the book. What is Celsius scale? A thermometric scale in which the length between melting point of ice and boiling point of water is divided into 100 equal parts is called degrees. Students, you have to look on page number A46. So Celsius scale is a thermometric scale in which we are going to deal with degrees. This is a Celsius scale. Next is conduction. So conduction is the process of transference of heat in the material body without the actual movement of the particles. Here, in case of conduction, there is no movement of the particles. Okay, I am just telling you the main points so that it will be easy for you to learn. So this is how you are going to learn conduction. Next is conductor. Conductor, a material which allow heat energy to flow, is called conductors. Okay students? So we have done the Celsius scale, conduction, conductor. Fourth keyword is convection. The process of transference of heat in the material bodies due to the actual movement of the particles. In case of convection, there is actual movement of the particles takes place and this is how energy gets transferred. Okay students, next key term is heat energy. The energy which is transferring from one body to another body due to difference in, yes, okay, this boy will tell me, due to difference in temperature. Very good ma'am. So due to difference in temperature is called heat energy. Next key term is insulator, a material through which very little or no heat energy flows. This is called insulators. Okay students? Next, land breeze. As we have discussed many times, breeze which flows from land towards sea in night in the coastal region. This is called land breeze. Okay students, so we have done Celsius scale, conduction, conductor, convection, heat energy, insulator, land breeze. Till here we have discussed. Now we are left with some more keywords. Let us read. Radiation. I think that you all are just underlining it. Yes, as I have seen, I am observing that everyone is just moving their pencils. So I think they all are following my instructions. Now students, radiation is very easy to understand. The process of transference of heat from hot body to cold body without any external medium. This is called radiation. Okay. Next key term, sea breeze. It's entirely opposite to the land breeze. So breeze which blows from sea towards land in daytime in coastal regions. So students, what we have to remember, that sea breeze occurs during daytime, land breeze occurs during night time, but both takes place in which region? Coastal regions. Okay. Next key term, radiant heat. The heat energy given out by hot bodies in the form of which rays? In the form of infrared rays. This is called the radiant heat. Okay students. Next is temperature. I hope that temperature and thermometer, these two terms are already you learnt it. Yes. So temperature is a degree of hotness or coldness of a body. So this is a temperature. Thermometer, a device used for recording temperature. Absolutely correct. A device which uses for recording temperature is called thermometer. Okay students, so this completes all your keywords. Now what you have to do? You have to learn all these keywords. Students, learn it very properly because these are keywords very important from examination point of view. Celsius scale, conduction, conductor, convection, heat energy, insulator, land breeze, radiation, sea breeze, radiant heat, temperature, thermometer. All keywords are very important. You all have to learn it. So next target is our homework as usual. Your homework is to learn keywords. I will write on the board, then you will copy from it. So students, your homework is to learn keywords and you have to learn it, okay? Because in my next class I am going to ask all the keywords. So students, this completes your today's session, okay? I hope that whatever I taught you today, you have all understood it. Still, if you are having any doubt, so you know that we all are having our doubt clearance sessions, so you can ask your doubt, okay students? So thank you dear students, have a good day.